What's up, guys? Today we're doing an operator guide on how to play as Nokk in Rainbow Six Siege 2025. Coming to Operation Tenfold Pursuit, Nokk has some changes coming to her loadout and her kit, so today is the perfect time to talk all about Nokk and how to rank up and frag out. So, starting with the loadout. So here, you have the FMG9. It's a decent gun, but it is an SMG. It is a Defender's SMG, but it does have an ACOG. I like to run suppressor on it just to be like, play into that stealth mechanic somewhat. There you go. You have the 612 shotgun, silent shotgun that's full, basically almost full, like semi-auto, but it shoots really fast. Super good shotgun. Will put people down, but Nokk doesn't have amazing secondary options when paired with the shotgun, so you do need to be careful when you are running that. And then you have a DMR on Nokk. Yeah, that's the biggest change that I want to talk about today. This DMR is crazy, and there are some things coming with the iron sight that makes it a little special. You can run ACOG, and honestly, I think ACOG will probably be the meta for this DMR, and I like to run suppressor because, I mean, like I said, like Nokk is all about stealth and everything, so I like to run stealth. You can run iron sights, or you could run an ACOG. I like to run, I like to swap it up depending on like what type of map. If I'm going to like lurk through bank on, through the garage, I'd probably run an ACOG. If I'm going to be like, within 10-meter engagement fights, I'll probably run the iron sights. And you guys will see why later on in the video, why iron sights are actually relatively effective on Nokk. And then obviously for util, you have grenades, EMP impacts, hard breach charge. Most of the time you're going to be running grenades to just clear util or whatever, open a door, etc., whatever you got to do with that. But there are times where these might be handy when paired with teammates. All right, now we're playing as Nokk. So here are the iron sights with the DMR. Not super great, but when paired with her ability that, when you use it, cameras can't see you. Simple as that. Doesn't slow you down. It doesn't like make you quieter or anything. It just masks you from cameras. But with Nokk, with her iron sights, even with her pistol, it changes the ADS animation. Like so. So now the iron sights with this DMR, they're like aiming down halfway through the barrel, and it's not as bad as you would think. Especially when paired with fast ADS time. Honestly, I've been loving Nokk purely for that. You do have to be careful on your movement though, because when you are paired with just the iron sight DMR, you are going to be in some trouble. So when you use your ability, if I'm playing more Nokk for the DMR with the iron sights, I'm going to be careful in saving my gauge for as long as possible. It will recover slowly if I'm have it off and I'm not really, using it or anything. But when you do activate it, it will use a large chunk, so you do need to be careful of that. But deal close range is going to be more than enough for most fights. Especially because Nokk is all about the lurk and taking people on when they're not really fully expecting you. Just checking real quick. Use the ability again. Yeah. So, interesting little ability there. You do need to be careful though, because there are a couple counters to Nokk. Basically, she will be affected to enemy utility the same as anyone else, like Malusi's, walking through arena gates, etc. Just anything that's camera oriented will not be able to see Nokk. So you want to, and operators like Solus or Pulse are still going to be able to see you normally. So you do need to be careful about that. All right, guys, time for some Nokk gameplay. Here, Nokk DMR, pushing initiation and cash. I walk in with the DMR. Get a wall bang. Get shot from the side. Quick peek. Taking down two people. Grenade just to destroy you, Till. Could have just meleeed the barbed wire, but wanted to make sure it went away. Next round, we're on Fortress. You got on my left. I activate the ability right before I take the firefight. Taking him down before anything really happens on his end. Pushing forward, pushing forward. Find another one. Here we're using the ACOG. Push it in, completely unsilenced. One tap. One tap. I even said one tap, that's funny. Push it in. Couple missed shots there, but still pushing in. So like, as you see when I'm playing Nokk, I'm like kind of pushing away from my team, trying to find an area where I can kind of sneak in and catch somebody off guard. That's kind of how I go about it now. And then I reconvene with my team later in the round. Finding another one. Last guy.
Protected at all costs.
He's hiding. That pistol ADS change real quick. Coming to the season. So nice. Now I'm using the FMG as Nokk. Pushing bank. I find one in lobby. We take him down. Here, this is one thing I like to do because Nokk is a 2 armor, so you're still kind of loud, so you do need to be kind of quiet when you do things. So like sometimes I'll throw a grenade to mask my audio cue when I'm trying to do something that I think might be loud. Like here, I want to rappel upside down, so I throw a grenade. Masking my audio as I go down. Just trying to push away from my team to work like a different angle. It's a 3v4. Teammate kills one. I push over. He goes down. 2v3 now. I find one. Teammate finds another. Pushing in. I get call outs that he's at long desk. And we do find him. All right, next clip. Here. Nokk DMR. Pushing in. Finding the alibi. Finding the zombie in there. You can see I'm out of my abilities, so the iron sights go back to normal, but you're not completely defenseless. Finding him too. Now, next round. Just holding an angle, waiting for him to swing out. He swings out. This is why I like to run the laser sight on this, because I mean, like, I'm not ready for this at all. My gun's reloading. I'm basically cooked, but DMR, yay. Now next round, pushing from bottom black, working our way up. We hear a clash. Shoot a little bit in the back. We were ready for someone to swing. We find him. I do think I die here, but I throw a grenade. At the clash, I do die here, but clash explodes, which is all that matters. All right, next round. Theme park. We find someone making holes or standing there like a AIT hunt bot. I'm not sure about that. We shoot a hole through the wall. That's one thing I like about the DMR. Be able to make a line of sight real quick. He doesn't even know what's happening, especially because it's silent, so you're not really going to hear it too well. So quick little hole. Now we're on skyscraper. This is one thing I love with doing with Nokk is just kind of like no one's watching this and I see a gap. So we keep walking forward until we kill a few people. Solus, no idea that I was already here. I push in deep. Warden had no idea where that kill even came from. Finding 2 of them. Now it's a 4v2. Bandits shooting. I know they have a general idea that I'm around. We kill one. And we kill the bandit. Simple. Nokk really is all about just like, you're not actively droning. You'll drone your initial entry, but a lot of the times you are just kind of pushing in with your gun up and really relying on your audio cues of like where an enemy could be, might be, and you're just kind of like reacting off that. So like another round, I sneak up, I find one. I think I find this Tachanka. Killing 2 in the span of like seconds. And those iron sights are so good, even for flicks. All right, final clips. Suppressor, shooting down the window. Still have at least 12 bullets in my primary after shooting the window down, just swinging in. I even get shot in the back here. I have 6 bullets left, but I get to a position where I can reload, reset, and just kind of chill, waiting for people to walk back over, finding more. Here, I do it again. Shoot the window down. Pushing up, pushing forward. Ability active. I find the Scopo shield. I kill it. And I kill 2 enemies before they even realize they are really getting shot at. The sneaky knock. Now here I have to use the normal iron sights, which definitely sucks, but a lot of times I'm going to be aiming like center of mass, so I have plenty of time to actually see them. I don't want to go for headshots with this DMR because, you know, it's a DMR. It'll 2-shot most defenders, so there's kind of no point. It does do 62 damage. So here I'm aiming extremely low, just in case his head barely pops over the top. But here I see him, able to readjust, and he goes down pretty quick. Now here, aiming center of mass, but he crouches to a headshot. We'll take the headshot, killing one instantly, and then Ella, who has absolutely no idea where the shots even came from, is able to get shot in the back there. The power of the suppressor. So this round, we definitely end up losing, but I just really want to show the strength of the DMR, especially in like a clutch situation. So here, I know they're in that room. We find one, we swing over. Even long range, like it doesn't even matter. Finding one. And I actually don't even see this vigil here. I see it now, watching the clip back. But he misses a shot. I don't even see him. I kill that guy, and the vigil ends up killing me. But the DMR is crazy, man. All right, guys, that's it today about how to play as Nokk in Rainbow Six Siege 2025, going into 2026. Honestly, amazing operator, super fun to play, but you'd really need to find a way of getting inside the map, taking map control, holding that map control, and getting defenders off on their runouts and runoffs when they're like not really ready for you. You want to try to position yourself in an area that you're going to see people rotating around to kind of catch them off guard. That's been my way of getting like being the most effective Nokk that I can be. You're not going to be with the main push, but you are going to be supplementing the main push. You don't want to like push from super far away from the opposite side of the map and push away from your team. You want to try to help your team like push into where the defenders are going to be strong at, stopping the main push from going down. You want to be able to try to pinch some of those guys off, or if you can't do that and you do have to push from the opposite side of the map, make sure you're actually pushing. Don't just bait until your team's all dead, leaving yourself in 1vx situations that you're probably just not going to win. So just map control is very important. That's why she has map control here. Anyways, that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and leave a like down below for more, and make sure to hype up the video on the YouTube. And yeah, let me know which operator you guys want to see next. Peace out. Hey.